America is the cancer. America, the American government, secularism, democracy, capitalism, these are cancers.
All right, do we have a good one today? I mean, as you can see, you see in Europe more and more the right is being voted in because people are getting sick of what's going on in their countries, especially when it comes to the migrants and the illegal migrants, and also when it comes to the refugees, because majority of sexual crimes and also a lot of violent crimes are being done by these people. And as you've seen in Hungary as well, their president there, he has now, the country's being fined constantly, every single day. I believe it's €1 million, because they don't want to allow the amount of migrants that the EU is forcing on their countries. And I believe, well done. I think take a stance. If you see your country is losing its culture, crime is on the rise, the cost of living is going through the roof, that's when you take a stance. I mean, Australia, we're taking in more migrants than we ever have. So we're nearly there. You know, we're going to reach the tipping point. The next election will show that. Same thing happened in New Zealand. There's a point where people get sick of it because, first of all, the government is helping these migrants, these refugees out more than they help their own constituents. Secondly, with more population growth because of outside factors, you need more housing. Housing can't keep up. The prices of houses go through the roof. That is what we're experiencing here in Australia. New Zealand already experienced it a little while ago just because it's a much smaller nation population-wise. But the same thing happening in America. Same thing's happening all around the world, especially in Europe. All right? Especially in Europe, because that is where so many migrants are going from the Middle East, etc., etc. And that's where the cultures are now conflicting. And I'll show you this, all right? Show this video to any of your friends who think, you know, we should have Sharia law, because more and more you see on the streets in the UK, in America, where they push for, you know, Muslim to take control, for Muslim control, and also Sharia law, which to me blows my mind, because at one end, these same people want, oh, we want freedom, we want, you know, sexual gratification, we want this. You will never be able to do any of the things that you do now if you were under the control in a Muslim country. You can practice whatever religion you do. I'm not disliking it, but don't force it upon people, especially countries which are founded on Christian values. All right? That's what I think. Practice what you want to practice, but for me, there's only one God. Now, let's get into this video. And before we do, like I said, share these videos. YouTube doesn't like us showing this. Subscribe as well, hit that notification bell, and I'm going to start making some members content, members only. I think it's $2.99 a month, so if you do want to support the channel, definitely sign up with that. It's on YouTube. There is a link below. Now let's get into this one here. All right, you let me know what you think. So this is in Iran. So you can see a lady is obviously showing a little bit too much hair. She's showing hair. Now, they do have, as you can see, she's struggling. She doesn't want to go. You know, this is the Islamic law police that they have in Iran. All right? So if you show too much hair, if you act a certain way, a little bit too, maybe, let's say, provocative, you even show, you know, wear too tight of a clothing, that is your fault. You know, in the Muslim belief is if you wear tight clothing, if you show too much hair, then you are enticing, you know, other people. And then it's your fault and you'll be held accountable. As you can see, let's never forget Mahsa Amini. I've covered this, her death, quite a lot. It happened in Tehran, where she got taken exactly the same as that lady did, but she didn't make it out alive. That's the difference. She died because of damage she took from inside a car like that. So, I mean, people can go around and actually physically abuse these people, hit them, etc., by them just wearing tight clothing. Now, yeah, that's scary to me, okay? The regime is one of the most potent expressions of organized evil on earth. Now, next one here for you. Migrant woman wearing a hijab screams abuse at a gay man walking through the streets of London. It's a sin to be gay, she says.
a sin to be gay.
It's a sin to be gay. It's a sin to be gay, she says. You look at this, in the middle of streets. This is happening. In the middle of streets, mass prayers. Yeah. It's being allowed, so go talk to your Justice Department. You voted for this crap. This is what you're going to get. So this is where I mean, it just... The amount of cultures that are conflating and, you know, coming together, it's just not natural. And, you know, it always leads to something bad eventually because, as you see in Europe, the Netherlands are saying, you know, if you put your Muslim faith above our culture and our country, you should leave. I believe it's the same with every country you move to. You should put their culture first, but you're still allowed to practice your religion at home. That's the sad thing to me, is that people can't conflate those two lines because not every religion obviously allows that. But yeah, as a Christian, you know, I come to Australia and I learned the ways of Australians. I am not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to try bring my own culture from my own country where I moved from for a reason, right? I mean, we moved from South Africa to get more opportunity, to be able to actually get a good life where you can actually have great education. You can get, you know, free healthcare. You can get a lot of good things. Where in South Africa, you know, you can't get a lot of those things unless if you have a lot of money. You know, you got to be very rich pretty much in South Africa. But I'll end it on that. I mean, share this with your friends. Like we went over in the video just the other day in UIC, so University of Illinois, Chicago. There was actually a Muslim student who, you know, said that democracy and America, the government, they're all cancers. He literally said democracy is a cancer, and he wants, you know, obviously the Muslim law and the Muslim faith to be above all. So if you think that, you know, Muslim people, you know, the extremist part of it, a lot of Muslims are great people. I know a lot of Muslims, but as every religion does have, they have a lot of extremists who believe that Muslim faith is the only way forward. And if you're against that, they'll take you out. So I'll end it on that. I mean, like the video if you liked it, comment as well, let me know what you think, and subscribe as well so you can see future videos. Thank you for watching.